cleaner, custom look for your vehicle, all without breaking the bank, do we have the product for you. In just a few moments, you're about to watch us install our pre-cut chrome delete kit, but what you might not know is that Bogart Tech Designs also offers a wide variety of vehicle-specific pre-cut automotive film kits. So from headlight and taillight tints to PPF and chrome deletes, our kits are designed to be easy to install, give you that premium, higher trim look, and do it all without breaking the bank. So if you haven't already, click the link down below to go to bogarttechdesigns.com, grab your pre-cut kit today, and let's get started with the installation video.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we have this Mercedes-Benz GLS, and we're going to do two installations in one video today. So we're going to do the installation for the rear chrome delete for the rear trunk and for the rear lower bumper piece right here. So this is how both pieces look before the installation, and this is how it looks after the installation. So we use the gloss black material in order to black out both the rear trunk and the rear bumper. Both kits are sold separately, so link for both products will be provided below. But with that being said, let's start with the installation video. These are the tools you need for the installation. So before we start with the installation, we need to make sure we prep both the rear trunk panel and the rear bumper panel right here. So in order to prep them, you're going to need slip solution, which contains baby shampoo mixed with distilled water. If you're able to remove all of the contaminants with just the slip solution, you should be good. However, if you have any deep contaminants, let's say any wax, oils, grease, or any coating on either panel, you can use tack solution, which contains 70% isopropyl alcohol mixed with distilled water. But if you're able to remove everything with just the slip solution, you should be good. And make sure you have a clean microfiber towel, and just spray your slip solution to the microfiber towel and remove all the contaminants. And just make sure also to clean around the surrounding area, just in case if the film does touch, let's say the paint or anywhere else, it doesn't catch any contaminants. So once you finish with the prep, now we can start with the installation. With this one, it doesn't really matter where you start. You could either start aligning the film here or here. It doesn't really matter. The reason being is because we gave you guys a little bit of more material just to make sure you wrap and cover the chrome that's around the edge of the panel. So both sides have chrome inside. So in order to make sure you cover the inside, we gave you guys a little bit more material to work with. Just make sure you give yourself more material, that way you're able to tuck it in and cover the chrome. And make sure when you tack it down, you're also making sure that you're covering the chrome on the top. This is enough material here to cover the inside, and then just use the top section as a guide to align the rest of the film. And then once we finish aligning it, we're just going to use our squeegee to tack everything down, remove all of the bubbles, making sure we don't leave any air bubbles, and then sealing the bottom and the top with heat. You can also use a heat gun and a hairdryer. Okay, so once you finish tacking down everything and you made sure there's no air bubbles underneath the film in the middle section here, we're going to need to help the film wrap and stay tacked down underneath the panel. So start from the middle and then work your way to one end, and then you would do the same on the other side. And if the film is lifting even after you tack it down, you can always apply a little bit of heat with a heat gun or hair dryer. That way the adhesive on the film is starting to activate. And you can use this section of your squeegee to help it tuck in inside here. Okay, so now we're going to grab our heat device. You can use a heat gun or hair dryer and just apply heat around the curve area here. That will help the film start molding to the curve and covering the chrome that's inside between the tail light and the panel here. Have it lifted like that. Grab your heat device, let it warm up for a bit, and then just apply heat using the lowest setting. That way we don't accidentally burn the film. Make sure you just lift it again. And the reason why I'm lifting it is because if we just leave it tacked down to the tail light how it was, and if we apply pressure, it's not going to go inside and tuck in. So we need to lift it, that way the film doesn't stay stuck on the tail light lens. Okay, and then you will repeat those same steps that were done here to the other end. And then if you have excess material either here or just a little bit here, you would just take out your blade. You just need a little bit of your blade popped out. There is a small gap here, so you would just carefully trace with your finger, that way you know exactly where you would enter your blade, and then just carefully remove the excess material. And you would just do the same on the other side here, and if you have excess material here, just do the same. There's a small gap, insert your blade and trim off carefully. Okay, and then once you finish trimming off all the excess material, finish it off by applying heat, and then we should be good. And if you just purchase this kit, you're done with the installation. You will move on to post heating. But if you also purchase the next one, which is the rear bumper, then you will move on to that piece. Okay, so now we're moving on to the installation for the lower section of the bumper right here. So it's just a one-piece installation as well. So something to keep in mind, some Mercedes-Benz have this little cutout here, or this design. So this part here, this one has it here where it cuts out and separates this long piece with this little piece here, and some don't have it. So we just made it into a one piece, that way in case yours does not have this, it just lays flat and it doesn't have a cutout. But if yours does have the cutout like this one here, I'll show you guys how to go about it if you want to create the little cutout, that way it sits and covers everything. This one, same thing as how we did it for the top installation. We give you guys a good amount of material, that way you're able to work more freely in terms of aligning it and tightening it down and making sure you cover everything. So just align it on the edge and just make sure that the entire chrome is being covered. And once you have it aligned in one end, just follow through. You could use the top section here as a guide to align the rest of the film until you reach it to the other end. And just lift and adjust as needed. And then once you're done tightening it down, just start making sure you cover the bottom and the top section here. That way you have full coverage. You can always lift the film and sort of bend it like this. That way you have coverage and it tucks in inside. Okay, and then once we finish tightening everything down, we're going to grab our heat device. You can use it here in our hair dryer and start applying heat to seal all the edges and also to help the adhesive activate faster. And then I'll show you guys this part here. If you want to create the little cutout, you can. If not, you could just leave it as is. That way it stays covered. And if you have excess material, like for example here on the top section, you just insert your blade right in the middle here. There is a small gap where you could insert your blade and trim off what we don't need. So you just carefully go until you remove all the extra material you need. And then just do the same around the curve here. Find the small gap. Okay, and you just do this all around, and then once you're done, if you want to do the little cutout for this section here, I'll show you guys in a bit. So for this one, this is optional. Like I mentioned, there's some that do have this cutout here, and there's other Mercedes-Benz that don't have this. So you could leave it as is if you have this cutout. That way it just looks like that. but if you want to create the cutout that way in case you need to remove this for some reason, you would just create an outline with your finger. That way you know exactly where your blade would go. And then once you create that outline, you would just carefully right in the middle between this one and this one here, cut it right in the middle, and then just follow through all around. I would recommend just leaving it as is without doing the trim. That way it looks more flush. But if you need to do it, it would just be like that. And then you just grab your heat device and apply heat. That way it stays tacked down. But that's pretty much it. So you would just create the little cutout here for your piece right here if you have this one, and if you want to do this cutout. So once you finish with the installation, the last thing to do will be to post heat. So you're just going to grab a heat gun or hair dryer, use the lowest setting on your device, and just make sure you apply heat evenly throughout the entire panel. That way we help the adhesive activate faster, and also to help tack down the edges in case they are lifting. So just take your time applying heat, and then once you're done with this step, you're done with the installation. So that concludes the installation video for the rear chrome delete for the rear trunk and the rear lower bumper installation. We hope that the video helped you guys out with the installation. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of our upcoming installation videos. And also don't forget to check out our other kits for the Mercedes-Benz GLS. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.